Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to dive into something that has been on my mind lately, and it's a very important lesson. Delay is not denial. I'm not feeling super great right now. I'm a bit congested, so bear with me. But the overarching theme for today's video is delay is not denial. Just because your goals or your dreams are taking longer than you expect, it doesn't mean they're out of reach. And sometimes we find ourselves wondering why things aren't happening on our timeline. We set these goals and we put in the effort, but it still feels like the results are just out of reach. Here's the thing. Just because something isn't happening right this instant doesn't mean it's never going to happen, and it doesn't mean you're never going to get there. Sometimes we need to be patient and persistent, because all this pain and all this failure and denial, all of this is building up to our final destination. I'm going to share a quick little story that I think really illustrates this principle. So Pablo Picasso, we all know him. He's a very famous artist, very good artist. So Picasso was in this cafe in Paris, and he ordered a coffee. While he was waiting for his coffee, he was doodling on a little napkin, and there was a woman. She was completely in awe. Like, she was watching him color, and it was like incredible to her. So once Picasso got his croissant and his coffee, he finished it. He was all done drawing, and he crumpled up the napkin and was getting ready to throw it away. The woman stopped him, and she was like, "Hey, like, that's a beautiful drawing on that napkin. Can I have it? Like, I'll pay for it." He goes, "Yeah, okay, 20 grand. The woman was too stunned to speak. She looked at him like he was insane, and she was shocked, and she couldn't believe how high the price was for something that took Picasso only a couple minutes to make. And Picasso replied, "It took me a lifetime to be able to draw this sketch." And he took the napkin and he just went about his merry way. And I think this teaches us something we all need to remember. What we see as quick or effortless or easy success is often the result of years of dedication, trial, error, endless learning. And what the woman didn't see was the years that Picasso spent developing his skill, and he pushed through failures and he evolved in his style. And every stroke on that napkin represented years and years and years of dedication and a lifetime of failure. And those tiny failures made him the artist he became. And I think the same thing applies to our own lives. Sometimes we really want things to come together right now, and it gets really frustrating when they don't. But think about it. Real improvement, real success isn't built on that instant overnight success. And even if you see someone that seems like an overnight success, it's those countless small steps, those countless tiny failures that we don't see. And every tiny failure, every obstacle, and every moment of doubt are a part of the process. Those experiences shape us, and they give us the skills we need to reach our goals. For example, I know a lot of people blew up over the summer. Chappell Roan, Tara Yummy, the Calgara sisters, Jake and Johnny, that like whole sector of YouTube and TikTok just really did well. And they were labeled these overnight successes. Even Tyla, they were all labeled these overnight successes, but they weren't. If you go back to Tyla's history, she'd been singing since she was a young adolescent teenager. Chappell Roan started before college. Tara Yummy had been posting for years and years. The Calgara sisters, even though their YouTube channel is new, they had a previous social media following, and they'd been building it up for years. And so even though we see them doing so well so fast, it's not fast. It takes time. And just like Picasso, they didn't just sit down one day and become successful. Their talent and their skill developed through years of dedication and years of improvement. And it's really easy to think that success is defined by one huge achievement, But in reality, it's a sum of small, consistent efforts. Your failures, your struggles, and all those things add layers of resilience that help you succeed in the long run instead of getting you there in the current moment. For example, we see this a lot with lottery winners. They'll win a couple $1,000,000 and their lives are literally going to be ruined. Why do you think that doesn't happen with entrepreneurs? Why do you think that doesn't happen to people who do social media or people who do music? Their lives aren't ruined because they have put in this constant effort and they fought to get to where they are. If you get exactly what you want, exactly when you want it, you're never going to learn the struggles or the effort that it takes to get there, and you're never going to build that resilience so that you can keep what you have. And let's be honest, sometimes we're honestly not ready for what we want. Sometimes the delay is there to help us grow into the person that we need to be so we can handle what's waiting for us. Because even though you want all that money, even though you want that perfect body, even though you want that huge social media presence, that comes with a whole other set of problems. And if you're not ready for those problems, and if you're not ready to deal with all of that, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to ruin it for yourself. So instead of feeling frustrated, try looking at delay as a part of preparation because it's building a solid foundation for your future success. Let's put it this way. Imagine if you're working towards your dream job or a project or a goal you're really, really passionate about. If it's not happening immediately, that doesn't mean you're not on the right path. There's like a skill that you still need to develop or an experience you need to gain before you're ready for that next level. This delay isn't gonna hold you back. It's molding you into the person that you need to be in order to live on that level of success. And it's preparing you for what's to come. We usually want success, but sometimes we forget that the journey to success is what makes it meaningful. If everything came super easy, we wouldn't appreciate it as much and we'd squander it away because we wouldn't grow into the people we were meant to become. So just like Picasso's journey into mastering his art, your journey has purpose even if you don't see the results right now. So if you're feeling delayed or discouraged or like everyone's rejecting you, remember that your time is coming and the small steps you're taking right now, the challenges you're facing and the patience you're building are laying the foundation for you to build up what you want in the long term. Real growth isn't about how fast we reach the finish line. It's about who we become along the way. And I know that sounds like a garbage movie quote. I'm being dead serious right now. You're not gonna like the person you become if you get everything you want right now. So instead of seeing delay as denial, we need to start seeing it as a necessary part of our development because the world isn't trying to withhold your success. It's trying to help you build it in a way that's gonna last in the long run. That's why success that's achieved too quickly can fade just as fast as it comes. Remember, delay is not denial. It's just a different path to the same goal, and it's a path that's going to build you up even better, and it's going to make you even more prepared, even more capable, and even more confident when you finally get to that moment of success. You need to embrace your journey because everything you're doing now is leading you exactly where you need to be.